Cheers! Hi guys, welcome to episode number one. I'm drinking my water with lemon. Cheers again. So, this is a new show. My name is Casper. I reside in Los Angeles. I'm a filmmaker. So, since a lot of us will be staying home right now, I know that number one, we have to use our time productively. And I figured, why not create a show that is going to be focusing on positivity and happiness? I'm sure all of us are being bombarded by information and what's going on. And I want to prove to us that and highlight people, ideas, and concepts that really help us to stay very positive and happy. So, without further ado, I'm going to share a story with you about that I heard a while ago. So, here we go. So right after World War II in 1945, when the Allied forces were going through different concentration camps, and they were going, by one, liberating, and you can imagine what people looked like, and they went through literally hell. And one doctor, he was an American, came to this concentration camp, and they saw this guy that kind of really intrigued him in a sense, and he started talking to some other people that were liberated, and after they drank and they had a little bit of food, and obviously not too much because a lot of people would get sick very fast because they were starved basically to death. One of guys, it still had this unbroken spirit, and this doctor was really interested. It's like, what is so special about this guy? And it's like all the people kind of revered him as this guy that had something about him, that energy that everybody kind of noticed somehow. So this doctor started to talking to him, and he turned out to be a Polish Jew that that was a lawyer, but he didn't want to quite open up. He was very happy that there obviously that were liberated, that the war ended, and there are things will be changing from that day forward. But he kind of kept in touch, and he really wanted to get to the bottom of how come this guy did not have a broken spirit. And after many days, he finally figured out what happened. So the story of this gentleman was that he was a father of five or six. I mean, don't quote me. And I do not know his name yet, but I will find out, and I'll probably put it underneath the video. And he was a lawyer, and he spoke many different languages. And he was in the ghetto, and when I believe in Warsaw, and when the Germans came and basically put everybody in a ghetto, and they started segregating people, sending people to different concentration camps. He knew that he could, he spoke obviously German, so Germans knew about that, about his ability to not only translate but to work for them. So in front of him, what they did, they shot to death his wife and all his seven children. And him being a lawyer, and he spent a lot of time with different kind of people and broken people and happy people. Uh, he knew that at that moment, he either was going to break or he's going to make a decision and try to be positive and live through it. He chose the second option. He and when he started talking to this doctor during the interview, he mentioned a very awesome thing that kind of really touched me and in a very special way, because he said, I've seen a lot of good people making the bad decision and trying to, and seeing how those bad decisions and the hate would at the end consume them slowly but surely. So he knew that he had an option, even though he witnessed and he was part of something really truly unimaginable to me. He was able to make that choice, and he said, this will not break me, this will not uh, turn me into somebody full of hatred and vengeance. I will do my part, and I will be good. I will inspire others to live. I will help others to find their meaning and give them strength when it seems there is none around. So that little note, I think we all sometimes might need a little bit of, encouragement. And I think sometimes it may seem that things are getting out of control and we're being bombarded, not only by what's going on outside, but a lot of times by our mind just keep going. What I would say, it's an option. We can stop. We can figure out what's important to us, how we're going to move forward, and just like any glass, right? Well, I wish this was transparent. So basically, what it is, there's a half, maybe 1/3 of water in the cup that I have over here, and we have to make a decision if we're going to focus on how much water I have in this cup or how much I do not. So emptiness versus full. And as any decision in life, we have that power to think about that. And I hope this is kind of a little bit helpful. I hope that my little short videos every day will kind of brighten your day a little bit. That's at least my intention. Focus on the positivity, share any other good stories about what happened today, how maybe a stranger, I don't know, gave you toilet paper. Who knows? Anyhow, so long, stay positive, and talk to you tomorrow.